Alright, so today I'm going to do a video on the synth section of the Nord Stage 2. I know there's a lot of questions about this, so let's get right to it. First, you want to select an empty bank, so you start fresh. Alright, so I'm going to turn that on, and the first thing you're going to get is this triangle wave, which you can tell doesn't sound too great right out of the box, but you can definitely tweak it to make it sound a lot better. So let's try that. First, what we're going to do is let me add a little reverb. For the reverb, I usually do about 2.4 on the stage 1 setting. What we can do next is we can change the shape of it. We could detune it. I like to detune a lot of times because if you do it the octave below here, so if you go straight up, as you go down, really fattens up the sound a lot. If you go an octave up, it's pretty good too. So let's do this octave down. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is we want to put a little filter on it. Now, there's a couple of things you can choose from. The first one is low pass 12, low pass 24, high pass, this notch, and I don't know what that means, but I usually stick to the 24 because it gives you the biggest range of what you can do, and you control it with this knob here. So as I hold down a note, it's going to start cutting the highs all the way down to 0. So I like that. We can work with that. So still doesn't sound too great. So what we can do is we can alter the attack here with the amp envelope. You have it just cuts off like that too. What we can do is we can raise this release here so that there's some type of trail. Maybe too much. That's starting to sound pretty good. Another thing you want to do is this guy right here. This mod. No, this is the glide setting. So you want to put that on legato or mono. Let me explain the difference. Legato. If you play legato, meaning you play more connected, it's gonna put that slide into your playing. So for example, that'll happen, but for example, I can also play detached. If you put it on mono, it will always slide no matter what. Now, in order to actually get the real effect, you want to turn your slide up Let's try about a 2 there. Maybe turn it up. That's a lot. Let's keep it back on that 2.0 rate. I'm going to keep it on legato. That sounds pretty good. Now, it's still a little flat in sound, so what we can do to thicken that up is we can go to here where it says unison, click that, and what it's going to add is another oscillator into the mix, so it'll sound like this. As you add each one, you're going to get a more detuned type of sound, almost like a chorusy effect. Hit it again. You have 3. Hit it again, now you have this multi effect here, which adds other oscillators on top of that. 2, 3. We'll keep it on 1 right now. Another cool thing you can do is if you're using this particularly to like solo or something like that, you might want to add this vibrato here. If you hit it once, you get this delay. So you hit it, and then slightly after that, you'll hear it start to vibrate. Listen close. All right. Hit it. Oops, that's the wrong button. Hit it again. Now you have the note, and the vibrato will come in a little bit later. So see, it's just a little more delayed. This one's even more of a delay. So you hit it. And there, it just came in. Now, what's cool is you can actually assign this to your mod wheel, or this AT button actually can assign it to the aftertouch, which I love to use. So the 2 buttons highlights the aftertouch. So I'm going to hit my note, and you won't hear any vibrato. But if I press down really hard, it'll bring it in. So I can control the vibrato myself. So for example, if I want to do something like that, you can do that, and you have more control over it, which is pretty cool. All right, so that's that. Let's talk about we can add a few effects into the mix too, which I like to do, especially with the delays here, which you can't see, it's over there. But if you put that onto the synth section here, you get some nice which sounds pretty cool. Now, what you want to do is, this way it's a little bit more subtle, you want to lower the amount. Yeah, that's a little too much. Hear how it's trailing along a lot? You can lower that by lowering the feedback here. If you turn on the amp simulator, you can add some overdrive. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about, let's take off that overdrive. We're still back to a pretty good sound. What we can do is, you see this shape mod. And this here is a little bit confusing, or at least it was to me in the beginning. It's still not exactly 100% clear. But on this side you have the LFO, and on this side you have the mod envelope. So here you have the mod envelope section, and here you have the LFO section. So if you turn it to this side, this will affect your sound. And if you turn it to this side, then these buttons will affect your sound. And if you turn it straight up here to where it says 0, there's no effect on your sound. So let's experiment a little bit with that. I'm not too keen on using these. I don't usually mess with that, but I'm gonna have a hold out a note. I guess I should probably explain what that button is. What I do is I hold down a note, and then if you press this right here, it says hold, press it on, and then you can do it hands-free, which is very useful. So let's start with the LFO. So let's mess with that a little bit. Then you can change the shape of it. So that's the LFO side. Let's go to the mod envelope side, which I'm less familiar with, but we can still try that. Let's do the hold. And let's go back to our middle point here. So let's okay. So that's that section there. I don't use this. I don't claim to use it. I don't find it useful for what I do, but that's okay. Okay, so that's how you make these raw sounds sound pretty good. I'd love to do more videos for you guys, but I don't really know what to explain. So if there's something that you guys want to be explained a little bit more in depth, like for example, if you want to learn the samples, if you want me to do more demonstrations on the different types of waves here, you know, leave a comment or shoot me a message and I'll try and get that video out. This is my first video, so I hope you guys liked it or enjoyed it, or I hope you learned at least something. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video. Thanks, guys.